Can y'all hear me?
Some of the girls feel like automatically I have an advantage over them because I'm awesome and I totally have it going on.
What's good, Fraanse Fam? So today I'm going to tell you about, you probably like, why she got on glasses, child. What's good, Fraanse Fam? So today I'm going to tell you about a long-awaited story about why and when my ex stole my bike. Okay, I took the glasses off. So, I never really told my friends this story. I think what made me talk about this is I did a video about the guy years ago. It was called I Kicked My Boyfriend Out or something like that. I'm gonna put the video over here so you know what video, because you probably need to watch that before you watch this one. But if you haven't, it's still gonna make sense to you. Okay? So I was dating this guy and we were young, y'all. Like, we weren't tenderonis, but we were young. Like, we had to be like 22. No, we were younger than that. We were like 20, 21. Okay, so I was dating this guy and I probably pretty much touched on everything in that video, but I will give a summary. We were together like 9 months. We were in college. Well, I was in college and he was out there. And long story short, he ended up like cheating, basically. We were on the outs, but he started dating this other girl. Our relationship kind of overlapped, so that's why I say it was cheating. I wouldn't really ask her because I already knew. You know when you out the door with somebody, like, you're like, dude, we finna break up. Like, I'm sick of you, you sick of me. Like, we finna go. Like, that's that. That's where it's at. So we were pretty much there, but he did technically cheat. Okay, so a little bit. This is honestly like a part 2 of that video. Okay, so we were living together for like 3 months. He moved out of his apartment. I had got an apartment. He was like, look, I'm gonna stay with you till I find something else. Ladies, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So we were living together. It was very short-lived because of the video, if you watch it. And he moved out and everything. It was very salty. Like, you know when you with somebody and then that breakup period of like feelings still being there, it was very salty. He had feelings, I had feelings. His were a little bit deeper than mine, I believe. Looking back, I was just more so hurt at, like, I hate breaking up because it's like you gotta like figure out how you finna move forward. It's like you had kind of like your life was kind of around this person and you done changed up stuff and now they gone, so you gotta change stuff back. You gotta get your life back on track, and it's really aggravating. So that's more so disgusting to me than like the actual breakup. So he had ended up moving out. I know I kicked him out and he actually moved in with like his homeboy or whatever, and they were living together and he ended up getting with the girl. I don't think I gave this update. I was working somewhere and somebody was like, girl, he with the girl he was cheating on you with. And I was like, I mean, I'm not really surprised. They had this full-blown relationship. You know how people move on and they act like the relationship is everything. Like, this person's so much better than you. This person is everything. You are nothing. And, you know, we finna be lit. We finna live our lives. And we gonna show you. People work overtime to show you that they're really having a good time. And people that do stuff like that really aren't having a good time. Because if you gotta prove to me that you're having a good time, you're not having a good time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if your end goal is to prove to me that I got myself together. She gonna see when she see me, I'm gonna have a new car, I'm gonna have my life together, I'm gonna have a whole new girl, I'm gonna have a baddie on my arm. Like, none of that is, I mean, nobody's impressed or excited about any of that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, if you don't do your work internally, then, I mean, like, you still took a L. And, you know, whoever you with, the next person you get with is gonna fail, and the next person you get with is gonna fail, and that's just gonna be the reality of it until you do the work. So, you ladies, if you see somebody moving on and it look like they living their best life, give it some time. I promise you. So, he, I'm gonna get to the story. I'm sorry. So, he actually, when he moved, you know how people move out and they leave stuff. He moved out and he left his Beats headphones, yo. Now, this had to be like 2014. Now, you know, Beats back then was like really lit. I'm not sure when Beats first dropped, but the Beats were a big deal, still are a big deal. He had these Beats headphones with the wire connected and everything, and I was like, I'm finna, like, you know how you just petty and salty. I was like, I'm finna get these Beats to my people. Like, he don't just say he out. Let her buy him some Beats. Let her buy him some Beats, okay? My people about to eat off of your Beats. My people about to live off of your stuff. So I I took the Beats and I gave them to my brother. My brother was like, thank you. Because nobody wants to go buy stuff, and you left them at my apartment, so you snooze, you lose. You left them in my apartment, they're mine. So, he texted me and was like, do you have my Beats? And I was salty from the breakup because I felt like you cheated, you did what you did, and you know, you don't deserve to have your Beats back. So I acted like I didn't know what a Beats was. I said, what? He was like, let me know if you see him. I really think I left him over there. And it's like weeks after he moved out. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know where they are. I don't see him. I don't, what Beats? What Beats? I don't see him. So he was like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure I left them over there. There's nowhere else that they could be. I said, well, they're not here. I don't know where they are. And he was like, well, I'm gonna come look. I said, you didn't come and look nowhere. You're not coming. That's dude problem. That's like, it's like they be using stuff to try to come see you. Like, wow, I left a Band-Aid over there, and I left this spoon I had, this used spoon I had, or I left my charger. All that's in the trash, sweetie. All that's given away. Like, you don't leave stuff after time and then try to come. No. Unless, like, it's something bulky and big, like something we really put in for. Like, that's different. But you leave, like, stuff here and there, it's gone. It's gone. So, he texted me about the Beats, acted like I didn't know what he was talking about. So this particular summer, I was going through it. Like, my finances was trash. I had just lost my job. It wasn't a real job. I was working at the mall. They wouldn't pay me nothing anyway. And then I had got a better job, like maybe a couple of days later, and I was riding my bike. I didn't have a car. It's so normal not to have a car in college back then. And I was riding my bike to get around because my job was literally like biking distance. There's walking distance, but then there's biking distance, which is like a place you don't really want to walk, but you can bike and you get there a little bit quicker. You guys, I was biking to work and I had my bike locked up because my apartment complex had these bike racks, and we would lock our bikes up and go about our way. One day I got up for work and I went down to the bike rack and my bike was gone. I said to myself, like, you know, people steal bikes all the time in college, but I was like, this seems like an inside job. This is not something that somebody else did. This had his name written all over, y'all. And I'm like, this is an inside job. So I'm even more mad because not only am I going through it, I'm going through a breakup, I'm struggling, I'm by myself, I'm all alone. I feel like I could do anything after that, y'all. Like that whole situation, like I feel like after that kind of breakup that I could do anything. Like I really pulled myself out of a hole and really came back on top and shined. Like, so he stole my bike, and people that are watching this are probably like, how do you know? So I'm gonna get to that. So he stole my bike, and I could not believe the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I took your beats, but you're gonna take my means of transportation? Like, really? Like, for real? That's what you're gonna do? Like, that's really lame. Like, that's really whack. So he took my bike. He had somebody go and cut the lock and everything and take the bike, y'all. Like, really. And so he decided that, well, he had somebody take the bike. Okay, I get up the next morning, I see that the bike is gone. I'm mad. So I gotta start walking to work. I'm already biking to work, which is not really the coolest thing. Now I gotta walk. Okay, I remember one time I cut my foot on glass walking to work. I remember one time, y'all, it was pouring down rain, and I was walking to work in the rain. No umbrella, no hoodie, no nothing. And it was pouring down rain, y'all. And I said to myself, why? Why me? I just couldn't believe, like, it's like when you go through a breakup, it's like you go through this stage of like stuff just be happening, and then you're like, why? And it seemed like they living their life, don't they? Like, it seems like they're just shining and living their life, and they're really not. So I feel like we go through these things, not even as women, but like, because sometimes men are on the short end of the stick as well, and they're in a situation looking at her like she seems like she's living her life, and she's really not. And people just really put on a good show after a breakup. So I was just like, man, this dude living his life. I'm walking to work with no bike, like looking stupid. He got a new car with this new girl, and I'm just feeling really like salty. So I was like this. So the day that it was raining, I was walking to work, and I just, like, y'all, I was just like, this is the end. Like, this, my life is gone. Like, this is, at 21, y'all, I'm like, my life is gone. This is just, I'm just gonna be, you know, this is just gonna be whack my whole life. Like, this is just it for me. Like, this is that's it. This dude I worked with had this yellow Camaro, y'all. He pulled up on side of me. He was like, get in the car. I was like, thank you. Like, that, they really have some good dudes out here, y'all. Like, everybody ain't trash. He pulled up outside me. He was like, Brittany, get in, please. Cause it was, I guess as a female, like, looking at that, it's like, damn, she really going through it. Like, this is crazy. He was like, get in, man. Like, I had water in my shoes, everything, y'all. Okay, so I'll tell you this, cause somebody might need this. So even though I was going through all that, like, I was eating crackers, I wasn't able to really afford anything. Like, I had no car, I was struggling. This dude went off and was doing him, and it was the hardest summer of my life, y'all. Like, I did not think I was gonna make it through, but I remember the day I quit / got fired from the job I was at, the new job. I was doing valet, and the manager got real loud and crazy with me, and I just had it. I was very calm, and I told her, I'm about to go. I'm not dealing with this. You can yell and do what you're gonna do with other people, but I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Have a good day. And I've always been the type of person to take leaps of faith, even when I don't see the future. And that's real faith, y'all. Like, when you see walking, when you're like taking a leap of faith, that's really a leap of faith. And when you don't even see the future, you don't know what's gonna happen next, but you just know you're doing the right thing. That's what I've always done, like, my whole life. And so that particular day, she was hollering and screaming all in my face, acting like she wanted to fight me. And I said, you know, you can have it. And I left. And so I'm calling my friend to come get me, y'all. And this same day, my refund. If you in college, you know them refund checks used to be hitting. My refund check came the day I left the job, y'all. The day I left. I did not have to like work for a minute, y'all. I was enjoying my time. Ended up getting a car. Ended up like really just coming back, shaking back, and really coming out on top. Okay, so I'm big on closure. Some people feel like I don't need closure, like I don't care, like whatever. I think closure is healthy once you get to a place of like being able to receive it. Somebody tries to give you closure and you're not ready for it, it's really like a lot. I think it takes time to receive closure and you have to really be ready for that. So I met up with him. He hit me up after his relationship failed, and he pretty much told me that, you know, he wished he had never left, and the next girl ended up cheating on him. Yes, she ended up cheating on him.
Yes, she ended up cheating on him.
And that it wasn't what the grass was not greener, it was dirt on the other side. And dudes always think grass greener and it be dirt over there. That's why you gotta let them have it. Let them have it. Let them have it. Let them go think that there's something great over there. And, you know, there's dirt over there, but have fun with it. So we had to sit down. He hit me up like randomly, like out of nowhere. This is like a year or two later. He hit me up and he was like, trying to get back together and like all this type of different stuff. So we had a heart-to-heart sit down. It was me, him, and my roommate, because I was living in a 2-bedroom with my roommate. And he came over and we just asked him questions that we wanted to know, and he asked me questions that he wanted to know. I was like, yo, like, did you really cheat? And he was like, yeah, like, you know, we were so bad, like we were always arguing and like we just couldn't get it together. And then I had started talking to this other girl and it just escalated. I'm like, okay. But see, you have to be ready to hear that kind of stuff. Like, had it been the summer I was struggling, I probably would have swung on him. But you gotta be ready and healed to receive closure sometimes. So if you're looking for closure and you have not received it, give it some time. You might receive it later. And even if you don't receive from that person, things will happen for you to receive it. Like, you might hear about a story or something might come to you. You might hear about something happening to that person or whatever, and you might be like, that's why. Like, you ever, like, I've seen people date people and then they stop talking to them and they like, man, what happened? And then they in the news for rape or something, or they in the news for hitting on their girlfriend, and you like, you know what, God, you saved me. Thank you so much. That's closure. So we had a heart-to-heart, and I remember he asked me, he was like, did you take my beats? And I was like, I did. Like, I felt like, you know, you didn't deserve them, you know, even though they were yours. I felt like I was mad. I was salty. I was young. I'm like, I'm giving this to my family. And they really appreciated the beats, y'all. Like, they were really like, this is awesome. Like, and my brother went and upgraded them and everything. Like, it was really good. But I asked him, I said, did you steal my bike? He was like, yeah, I did. He was like, because you took my beats, I had somebody go and take your bike. And you know what I said? I couldn't even be mad. I felt like, you know, touche. All right, you got that. That's how I felt. I like, this is years later. I got a car. Like, I'm not tripping like on no bike. Like, I was like, whatever. Like, cause I took your beats. We're even. Beats were like $100-some. My bike was like $100-some. Like, we're even. Like, have a good day. That's great. He told me some other things about, you know, that he messed up and things like that. But I thought the funniest part of the story was the bike situation, and I really wanted to just share this story with you guys. And I hope that this story made you laugh, and I hope that this story helped some people, because there are some like key points in this story and some things that some people might really need to hear. The person and I, to give an update, the person and I, of course, never got back together. We had no plans on that, but we are cool. We're cordial. We're not friends, but we're cordial. We're cool. Happy birthday on Instagram, stuff like that. You know, see you doing your thing. Congratulations, stuff like that. But it's not nothing more than that. We don't have each other's numbers, nothing. But y'all, like, this person really stole my bike. Who does that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Most people probably think that the story is kind of mean, but I mean, I took the dude's beats. Like, I mean, like, when you play, like, when you take something from somebody, they're coming back. Like, they're coming back. So that's just a fun story. I just wanted to share with you all as a story time, because I miss doing story times. I have so many story times coming up. I'm just not ready to talk about them just yet, but just know I got some good story times. Like, I just feel like people come in my life. I feel like I'm put in people's life to like help other people. Like, I feel like I'm put in people's lives to gain what I need to gain, like knowledge wise, lesson wise, and then, you know, I learn from it, and then I'm there to help somebody else. I would hope that that's not my full thing, because I mean, I don't constantly want bad things. Like, I want to be able to tell people the positives too. So hopefully, you know, I can give some good content about some success stories. Because I do feel like every woman deserves that. Every woman will get that. So I just want to say, like, this dude really stole my bike, y'all. This is not a fake story. Like, dude really stole my bike, had it cut, took it, and I don't know who he gave it to. I think I saw a homeless person riding it one time, y'all. It was ridiculous. But it's a real story. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button at the top. Also, too, don't forget to hit that notification bell at the bottom of this video. So every time I post a video, you will be the first to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey, you made it to the end of this video. I have so much more in store for you guys. Make sure to click here or here for the next video, and make sure to subscribe so that you're always in the loop of the next video. Bye.